Dude, that M logo looks so crisp. When you're buying from Alibaba, this is what the package is gonna look like when it arrives. It has a lot of tape all over it, and you can see all the corners are protected, so when this gets shipped, like flown or boat, or however it's delivered to you, the corners don't get messed up from being dropped. Let's open this and take a look at what we have inside, because I already think there's one big issue that I haven't seen yet. And the issue is that the back of my M240, in 2022, they stopped putting the cigarette lighter ports in the trunk, and they removed it and exclusively only had them, I think, in the 2021 to 2022 for the G chassis at least, and then anything on above they removed. Just from looking at it, the packaging is actually really good. I think this is completely foam in here. It's all foamed up. The entire exhaust is completely covered. All right, let's check this out. You know, I kind of expected this to take the entire day, but this is an insane amount of parts. Like, there has to be at least like 20 in this box. This is actually insane, the amount of stuff is in this box. This might be like a mid pipe here. There should be a piece that connects from the downpipe out and splits into two, but I can't find it. But I guess you'll see after I unbox all of these.
One hour later.
Dude, that M logo looks so crisp. This entire thing did not come with any instructions, so I have no idea how to put this together. So I guess I'll just time lapse me trying to figure it out. So I've gotten about this far, but I have no idea how to piece this together. I know the exhaust tips go here. I put those two pieces on each side. And then I know one of these pipes connects the two pipes, which connect to that Y pipe up there. And then that piece all the way in the back left, sorry, the zoom thing is autofocusing. That connects to the downpipe, but I don't know the center part. I think I'm gonna have to remove my old exhaust first and see how that's positioned, and then put this together. But first, before I take out this exhaust, my car is insanely dirty. I need this thing to get washed. Look at this tire. This is all brake dust. It should not be this color. Look at this. I have no idea what that's from. So let's get to washing. So these are the things I'm gonna use. I have this ceramic wash shampoo, and then I love using this Meguiar's Hot Shine foam for the tires. Wash bucket, little whatever this is. And I got a few brushes. So let's go.
2 hours later.
And the car's washed. Okay, so before I install this, let's take a look at these instructions. And it seems like there's no battery in it, but luckily I should have some 2032 batteries, so let's try to unscrew this off. So here's the remote. It kind of looks like the Valvetronic, like pretty much exactly, other than up here it says just M, and I think Valvetronic says Valvetronic, like right across this top piece. Other than that, it is literally the same thing. Okay, and this is what the inside looks like. And we need to take off these 3 screws in here, but I think this screwdriver they provided is way too small. This screw is huge compared to this. Okay, so it literally disassembles itself. It's kind of like Legos. And there's no battery. And the batteries that we're gonna need are right here. These have been used ages ago, but this should say 2032 on it. If you take a closer look on this, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it says 2032 on it. All right, here we go. We have the 2032, and let's plug this in. Now let's put it back together. Okay, now that that's done, my next problem is literally this. So the only thing back there is a fuse box, and they gave this fuse tap. I'm assuming, right? So if you take a look at this end, there's a red and a black wire, right? I know this red wire needs to get tapped into this red wire, and then there should be also a black wire for ground. How am I supposed to ground the black wire? Because they didn't give me a grounding wire. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut this off and expose the red power wire, and then I'm gonna fuse tap the red power wire. And then with the black one, I'm just gonna strip it some more, give me some extra room. And then I'm gonna ground it somewhere using a bolt. We're gonna do that after I take off the old exhaust, and then I'm gonna try to figure out how to wire this down out of the trunk into the exhaust area. So let's clean up all this out of the way, and then I'm gonna pull my car in and jack it up. Okay, let me visualize the plan. I think what I plan to do is I'll take these 2 wooden ramps, place them right here, drive the car up this way, and then I'll jack the car up from one side, put these under the back side. Then I'll have pretty much the same clearance all the way from the front to the back, because if I just have them in the back, it's gonna be tilted and it's gonna be pretty hard to get to the front. I heard that it gets stuck near the downpipe, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. So this part was a complete failure. Despite those wooden ramps only weighing like 50 pounds, every time I tried to drive on them, they slid. Again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Well, now that that's safely jacked up, it's time to go under and take a look. Okay, first step, actually, we need to take off these little like trims on the exhaust housing. And I'm pretty sure it's just a few little nuts and bolts, like on this side one and then this side one. And then this should just come out and down, I'm pretty sure. Now this is where things started getting difficult. I had to call my dad for help. Even though I could get all of the underside bolts out, I didn't know how big the brace was for the exhaust because it was hidden underneath some plastic shielding. And in another video, I saw people having to twist it while pulling to get it to unclip from the downpipe. So I'm trying it here for about 10 minutes and it will not come off. And then the method that worked was putting it level and then using a flathead screwdriver to pry it off for the downpipe while pulling back the exhaust. If that wasn't annoying enough, I ended up backing into the camera, knocked over my tripod, and snapped it in half, so I didn't end up getting any video footage of putting the new exhaust on. Okay, next step is once you have the exhaust fully off, there's these two little grommets on either side. They push outward. You're gonna wanna push them out and then cut like a T shape in them and then wire in your wires into this box right here. And this is what it looks like from the bottom. It goes like, here's the wires right there. It goes down through here. You need to take off this heat shield, just this side. It's 3 pieces of heat shield. If you take off just this side, you'll be able to access the grommet completely. Put that through there. You're gonna need to, if you don't have a socket like I do on the 2023 and above, there's no socket, you're gonna need to cut the cigarette port off and then splice the wire and put it into this. When you're looking at the fuse diagram, this is a 2023 M240i rear wheel drive. It is going to be this port right here. There's one on the very right and it's the very left one. So one from the right at the bottom, it's this 20 amp or 20 volt, whatever it is, it's this one. I downloaded my VIN. The website, if you want to double check, the website is Fuse Card BMW. Put in your VIN, you can download your specific fuse box and it'll be this one, which is number 273. So I lied. I thought it was this one, 273 or whatever. I actually dropped it down here and it's super deep, so I lost it. I don't have it anymore, but it was a cigarette lighter port fuse, but I don't have a cigarette lighter port back here. So I guess if I ever need it, I'll put another 20 volt or amp fuse in there. It's actually this one up here on the left. So this is the top row of this small box. And here's the last row. It's the one above it. So it's where this 5 is to the right. It's 20. I think it's number 251. That's the right one. And this is the orientation that worked. Since the car isn't jacked up anymore, I'm gonna try to explain this as best as I can. This metal brace right here, you need to take that off, but the only way to take it off is on each side of the metal brace. It's not just a flat piece going from one end to the other end, right? It's going to be this piece that you see here, and then it has 2 prongs sticking out of it, going back to each axle. The only way to get it off is you need to take off these plastic covers on each side of the housing for you to get it off. So it's gonna be a lot of screws and a lot of bolts, and then you'll be able to take that off. And you need to take that off so then you can drop the exhaust down. So first step, after you remove the exhaust tips, the OEM ones, take off these 2 plastic covers on each side, then drop down the brace, then go and unbolt the front clamp from the downpipe to the whole exhaust system. And then there's gonna be one hanger in right behind it. Unbolt that. Then as you move back, there's going to be one more hanger right here, I think, right here. Then you're going to want to unbolt that. And then at the very back of the car, I don't know if you can see it here, at the very back of the car, there's going to be 2 more hangers on each side where the muffler sits. And then you just want to unbolt that, and the whole thing will drop down. So have something to catch it, or have someone to catch it to hold it, and then you can try to pry it off from there. And then your last step is literally just to reverse exactly what you did. And this is what the underbody of the car looks like. There's the M badge on the muffler, and we got 2 pipes on each side going all the way down. This was kind of a hard install, I will say. And I know some of you may ask, what do you do with the old actuator or the electrical wire that goes to that? So what we did, since on the stock exhaust, there's only one valve and it's on the right side. So the wire is going to be on this side coming down. When you're rewiring the new wires, when you're pulling back the heat shield from where the muffler sits, simply tuck that electrical wire up there. You don't need to pull a fuse or anything. Nothing will pop up on your engine. There will be no check engine light. No codes will come up if you unplug it, and just leave it how it is. Something you could do is probably just put electrical tape around the tip and then shove it in there, but since I'm never going to use it again, I just left it how it is. We're going to do cold start, and if I have another clip of like the cold start from the stock, I'll put it up as well. Alright, so that's going to be the end of it. If you guys want to see flybys, I don't have my cameraman with me right now, so I can't do that. But if you guys want to see that, comment, and I'll make another video doing flybys and all other types of things so you guys can hear what it really sounds like. Peace!